Hello, students. Very cool. Good morning to all of you. Once again, I am here with interesting videos for you. Here, I am going to deal with microorganism in which I have to look about what that is algae. Before going to start, I want to welcome you all at this platform, and I hope you have remembered your lessons and all the given HWs. Now here I am going to start about algae. So before starting, one request: always I used to give towards you that if you understand all the videos, then please like and subscribe it. Now let us start the videos. Here I am going to teach you the main important topics, that is a part of organism. Their name is algae. It is a plant-like organism, and it may be of two types: true or false. False algae are blue in color, whereas true algae are green in color. It shows itself just like bacteria sometimes, so they are also called as cyanobacteria. They have primitive cell structures, that is, they are prokaryotic and get organized in colonies forms. So these are algae. Now it is very useful for us because it used as food because they are rich in source of vitamin A, C, D and E. So it is very useful, and also it provides food for aquatic animals, but it has harmful effect also. What is the harmful effect? It decreases the quality of water in ponds and any water bodies where it grows. So these are microorganisms about which we have discussed in earlier classes as well as today. Now some organism that looks like bacteria or other organism but actually not comes under microorganism. They are microplasm and rickettsia. Microplasm is a gram-negative tiny non-motile and formed pouch-shaped colony. It is a microplasm. Microplasm resemble bacteria, but due to many differences, they are not grouped with bacteria. Microplasm are very small, lack cell wall, and spherical in shape. They are both parasites and saprophytes. The pneumonia diseases, pneumonia diseases in domestic animals and which Brom's diseases in plants are due to these organisms. Microplasm are gram-negative, tiny, non-motile, and formed pouch-shaped colonies. They are resistant to many antibiotics, but sensitive to tetracyclines. So these are microplasm. Now rickettsia. Rickettsia are parasitic gram-negative organisms, look like bacilli or cocci bacteria. They grow in host cell and are reproduced by binary fissions. Their host includes arthropods and vertebrates. Their cell wall contains muramic acids and Bartonella grahamilia. These are the elements of rickettsia. Now we are going to look about useful and harmful effects of microorganism. Now student, I am going to teach you about harmful and useful effect of microorganisms. So first of all, we are going to look about its useful effect. Useful effect of microorganism is that it is used for making food and beverage. Many food and beverage are made from it, just like curd, paneer, cheese, and alcoholic beverage, bread, etc. And second useful effect is it is used for making medicines. It is used for making many types of medicines. Now in agriculture practice, microorganism is also used, and in cleaning environment, it cleans our environment also. So microorganisms are very useful for us. Now I am going to look its harmful effect. Its most common harmful effect is that it causes communicable diseases, and it spoils our foods. So these are the two main harmful effects of microorganism. We have to remain alert about this. So these are the harmful effects and useful effects of microorganism. Now I am going to see if our food gets spoiled, then what are the some measures we have to step on, by the virtue of which we can preserve our foods. By keeping these things in our minds, we are going to see some methods of food preservation. So why the food preservation is necessary for us? Because it helps to kill microorganisms present in the food, and it is useful to stops to grow microorganism in that is present in our foods. So these are the preservatives methods, and these are the other. There are many methods for food preservations, just like the microorganisms present in the foods can be stopped by growing by boiling. It either kills them or stops from growing. And dehydrations, refrigerations, canning, and using chemicals, and using salt, sugar, and pasteurizations. These are the methods of preservations by the virtue of which we can improve our feeding and food, so they can be useful for many days. And one thing in preservation, we accept ultra heat treatment, UHT. It is the method when food is anything is heated at 135 degrees centigrades, and it contains the food in good state at least for 6 months. And the packing done by using this technique is called as Tetra Pak, just like chip, namkeens, fruits, juice, etc. So these are the things about microorganisms. Now in next video I am thinking to solve your understanding type text. So in next video I will come again with your questions and its required answers. Till that I want to say goodbye. Thank you. See you.